Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3. And for Boston, Brown the small forward with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart the guards. And it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here is Harris. Lets the 3 fly. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Boston Celtics.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Embiid kicks to Curry. Green dishes to Embiid. A 3 from Simmons. And Tatum pulls it down. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons. His age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
1:44 left in the first quarter of the game. Harris against Tatum. Thompson. Nice hit again, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
How about early attack mode? I love the approach he's coming to this game with. Really strong.
Green, the pass to Simmons. To the middle. Here's Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Guys, the passing ability and IQ of Ben Simmons, both amazing.
Walker with a clean look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And the shot is good. Embiid's got his second bucket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Smart. Kicks to Tatum. Brown outside. And, yep, finally dropped after rolling around the rim.
Hey, guys, that's just outstanding confidence from Brown. I mean, getting up with the shot right away and giving the defense no time to react, that's impressive.
Here's Embiid. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Outstanding work by Harris to get his hands dirty on that offensive glass.
And here is Tatum. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers lead by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. In chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny that...
For me, it comes with blocking.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Taking a look at the 76ers, we've got George Hill. Howard is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Korkmaz in the small forward position. Here's Williams. That one misses. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016, spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
The 76ers leading by 3. Thybulle kicks to Korkmaz. A three-pointer off the mark. For Boston, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Pritchard passes to Williams. Drops in the layup for 2. Williams has got his first bucket of the night. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Brown is checked in for Tatum. And then for Philadelphia, Simmons checked in for Korkmaz. And Maxey subbed in for Shake Milton. And here's Hill for 3. They get it back. Here's Howard. Excellent D there from Williams.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Pritchard. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The 76ers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. 58 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. Boston making a switch here. 56 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Smart. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
And, you know, that's exactly what you want from your point guard. Get the ball to the open guy on time and on target.
Here's Simmons. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Jaylen Brown.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or 2 ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
The kick out to Hill. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Now the pass to Maxey. From beyond the arc. Rebound Boston. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Brown's got the ball.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Boy, he's a real bully inside. I mean, you forget sometimes that Simmons is 6'9", 6'10", with nice touch. It's a nice combination near the basket.
With 4 seconds on the clock, the putback is no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead in the period. 3. And that should...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Walker and Smart, the guards. Brown, the small forward, with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. And it's Thompson in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
Curry finds Simmons. And here's Embiid. Out to Harris. Now here's Simmons. From 11 feet away. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Simmons. And it's 8 points for Joel Embiid. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Trailing by 2. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
The drive by Simmons. And no good that time. And it's Boston the other way.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here. Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Count it, good. Embiid's got 10 points.
That's big boy strength, real big boy strength. Embiid is so good at fighting through whatever challenges the defenses present.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That'll be his second foul of the game. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Pritchard, and he makes good on the layup. Pritchard's got the lead up to 3 now for Boston.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. And they're really looking strong here.
Tips it, and Embiid is right there. 12 points for him.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Tatum. No good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Celtics lead by 1. And we're coming back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, they've got Howard. Hill is out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Matisse Thybulle, and it's Embiid in at the power forward position. And the dunk by Tatum.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Embiid, and Embiid is right there.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
but that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Kemba Walker is checked in for the Celtics. Philadelphia also making some changes. Green, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey's subbed in for Shake Milton. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Walker looking for an opening, and the call will be against George Hill. That's his first foul. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Embiid with the steal.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the steal.
Howard can't hit. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Brown. Another shot, and it's good on the layup.
Give credit to the defense. They were right there on Brown. Ultimately, though, he's too smart and too confident near the hoop to have any effect.
Embiid, he just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
It's tipped and stolen by Tatum. Here's Walker, and he uses the glass on the layup. And it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
That's why Walker is out here. I mean, he's got the ability to capitalize in big spots of the game.
For three, Hill goes back up. A nice shot by Howard.
Dwight Howard wants to be the man during these possessions, and he's been able to come up in crucial spots.
Embiid against Tatum. From 18 feet away, Dwight Howard pulls it in. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
I'll tell you what, when Joel Embiid is healthy, this dude is a super effective player. A polished big man with an arsenal of post moves and shots. He's a handful down there.
Boston making some changes. Thompson comes in for Williams. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Fournier. And Embiid drops them both.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, he's got such long strides and unbelievable agility for a guy his size. Embiid's so good at going to the rim with force.
And the 76ers with some changes. Harris is checked in for Howard. Seth Curry comes in for Maxey. And Simmons subbed in for George Hill.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That'll be his second foul of the game. .36 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Harris passes to Simmons. It's good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 2. There's 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1.
You know, there's no question about it. Tatum's ceiling is really sky high. Now it's up to him to meet those huge expectations, and I think he will.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
A three from Simmons. He's off from three. Here's Tatum. Yes!
And Tatum continues to evolve before our eyes, showing excellent leadership by knocking down these clutch shots.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're trailing by 2. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's what's your take?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
What confidence from Joel Embiid. Knocked that one down in a clutch situation.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. And so off the tip, it's Boston. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Celtics. Round the small floor with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart, the guard. And it's Thompson in at the center position. Embiid, no good. The Celtics shooting 47%, pretty solid. Tatum against Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Embiid.
Hey, you got to know the scouting report. Tatum is always looking to attack. I mean, he's great at drawing contact on his way to the rim.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
The 76ers shooting straight 49% from the field. Embiid, the basket good off the assist from Simmons. Embiid's got 23 points.
You like Embiid's confidence and willingness to step up in the big moment.
The 3 from Tatum. Good for his 6th make, and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And Tatum has been in these situations before. He's reliable when it comes to stepping up in big moments.
Outside, Smart. A minute into overtime in what has been a great game so far. The 76ers trail by 5. And now Philadelphia on the break. Curry can't get it to go. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line.
At the line for the Celtics.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
And you know, the pure combination of speed and confidence makes Walker a great talent. He feels like he can go toe-to-toe against anybody and never backs up. Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Here's Tatum. Looks for Walker. Gets it to him. Here's Thompson, and it's blocked by Simmons.
Yeah, with great recognition, awareness, and body control, Simmons can get up for blocks.
On its way from Curry for 2. The 76ers again can't hit it. In the corner, Smart with it. Again, the miss by the Celtics. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Embiid, the pass to Harris. Here's Curry with the 3. And Tatum pulls it down. That's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Boston. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Robert Williams.
Here's Parker. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but